how do you grow rice in a desert? And that's exactly what's happening behind me, as you can see. We're in Sharjah's Al Bayd region inside a rice farm. It's a new experimentation in the region and it's already bearing fruit. Let's check it out. It starts right here. It may look like an ordinary farm, but what's happening here is pretty radical. Rice is not native to hot, arid temperatures of a desert. Plus, there is little soil and very little rain. So how do the UAE scientists do it?
When the plant is cultivated, we use two different methods to test which one works best for the UAE condition and for our soil condition. One of them is direct sowing and the other one is transplanting. After that, we basically monitor the field, we water it, and this net have only been actually installed recently, because when we have the plant almost ripe, we have a lot of bird damage. So we want to actually prevent any bird damage.
The first harvest of this farm took place in 2020, when 763 kilograms of rice were reaped from an area of 1,000 square meters. It's a collaboration between UAE and South Korean scientists.
At the transplanting, maybe before the launch, we will finish it here, and we want to protect the cord during the night. So we will cover something from the field.
Yeah, because of the 5 degrees.
During the night, we can protect the cord, and also during the day, we can protect the
From
sun.
heat. Yeah. And this side, we're using furrows or canals with flooding. And in this side, we're using the same canals with drip irrigation to test the difference between the two irrigation methods.
And what has been the finding, if I may ask?
So we can see that furrow is working for us, but furrow with flooding works better, especially when it comes to the weeds.
The farm is growing 2 varieties of rice here, both developed by South Korea. They are known for their ability to tolerate heat, salinity and poor soil conditions.
On the right side, this is the Assimi. So this is the successful variety that we had in the first stage. So last year, one of the many varieties that we've tested was Assimi, and we are cultivating it here again this year. And this is a really good variety for cultivation in the UAE because it's strong. It's from what we have seen recently, it was able to tolerate the temperature change that we had recently.
The UAE is one of the top 10 global rice importers in the world. It relies on shipping and air freight for almost 90% of its food. And while the country avoided any disruption in its food imports during the COVID-19 pandemic, the novel experiment at this farm is one way the country plans to increase its local food production.
It's always difficult to introduce a new crop, especially such as rice, that is very sensitive into a new environment. But with the science today and the scientists that we have today and the vision and support that we have, of course, there's nothing that is impossible.